Welcome to Freedom Forest, guys, the 3-acre edible oasis that we're creating here in the south of England, where we like to try lots of new things and push the boundaries with what we can grow using permaculture and no-dig methods. Absolutely no chemicals, weed killers or synthetic fertilisers, just what nature provides. Hi folks, in this video I'm sharing 8 important gardening jobs that I'm going to be focusing on before the spring comes. And if you would like the very best start to the gardening year, then you need to watch this video. Number 1 is removing bramble from all of our fruiting shrubs and growing beds so that we give them the best possible start to the growing season. And now is a really great time to do this job because where the shrubs don't have any leaves on them, you can see the bramble a lot more easily. Number 2 is pruning apple and pear trees whilst they are still dormant. And again, when there's no leaves on the trees, it is much easier to see the structure and where the trees need opening up. And you can also pick out any crossing or diseased wood much easier. Whilst the trees are dormant is absolutely the best time to do this job for apples and pears. Job number 3 for me is to weed and mulch my strawberry bed. And I'm going to be mulching this bed with well-rotted wood chips, which the strawberries absolutely love. The wood chips will feed the bed. They'll also mulch out any of the weaker plants, and it also helps to pin down the runners of the new plants as they grow on. Job number 4 on my list is to clear and tidy away old plants into the compost. And I like to leave this as late as possible into the winter or the next growing season so that there are live plant roots in the soil for as long as possible, so that the plants continue to make their symbiotic exchange that connects and creates bacteria and microorganisms so that the soil gets healthier and more nutritious. Number 5 is turning compost. The composting process slows down massively over winter, but as the daylight increases and the temperatures begin to increase, I'm going to do everything I can to speed up the composting process by turning this compost as much as I can. And if any of you guys struggle with turning compost, then I highly recommend getting one of these tumbling composters, which makes the job super easy. And it also really speeds up the composting process. We particularly love this composter for composting all of our food scraps without attracting the rats. And I'll drop a link down below this video where you can find out more details on these amazing composters. Number 6 on my list is a really big job for us, and that is cleaning our polytunnels, or you might have a greenhouse. And we have got 3 54-foot polytunnels to clean, which need doing inside and out. So I'm not going to lie, it's not a job that I usually look forward to. And in the past, we have cleaned the outside roofs of these tunnels by tying sheets together and pulling from either side, which is a lot of work. But last spring, I bought us this new gadget here, and hopefully this is going to make our polytunnel cleaning much more enjoyable this year. Number 7 on my list is to tidy and organise our seed sowing area and potting benches and get everything ready to hand, like potting mix and seed trays and plant labels, so that we can really hit the ground running once seed sowing season takes off. And this area for us always becomes a bit of a dumping zone gradually over winter. And so what we always do on February the 14th for Valentine's Day is have a big blitz of our seed sowing area. And it's kind of become a little ritual that we do every year now. And it means that we spend the day together, which we really enjoy. And finally, number 8 is to sow my first seeds for the season. If you are growing hot chilies, peppers or aubergines this year, they need a really long growing season. So they are nearly always the first seeds that I start, and they will need some heat to get them going. But don't start them any earlier than the middle of February, and be sure to keep them warm. I hope you've enjoyed hearing my 8 pre-spring gardening tips. If there is something super important that you are doing in the garden right now that I have missed, then make sure you drop it in the comments below so that we can all get some more great ideas. If you've enjoyed this video, we would massively appreciate if you could click the thumbs up button, as this really helps to get our videos seen by more people. We really appreciate you watching, and we look forward to seeing you here again soon. Peace and plants.